Well, lots new on the Variax, on the new James Tyler Variax guitars. First of all, they're designed by James Tyler, and how many people have heard of James Tyler guitars before? It's just an incredibly great luthier. He does guitars for Steve Lukather, he does it for Dean Parks. Some of the greatest session players of all times use Tyler guitars. So the old Variaxes that we had were, you know, good guitars. They had some incredibly great variations of sound that they can do, but there were no real pickups on the guitars, so they looked kind of funny, like that one right here. Still a great guitar, but it does look a little bit different than most guitars do. So we decided to this one we're going to get a great luthier to design and build the guitars with real pickups on it. So right now we're just hearing just the regular pickups with really good sound. A lot of variation in just the sounds of these pickups. They have such great tonality to them. A couple of the things that James Tyler designed on this, besides the pickups, the guitar itself, the neck, we have locking tuners in all of them. He also designed the bridge, and this is very important. As you Variax owners know, there's piezo pickups that create, you know, that actually draw the sound into the computer to change the sounds. Well, he designed these really great bridges with the piezo pickups built into it, and he designed the whole thing from scratch, which is really, really cool. Also new in the Variax, James Tyler Variax guitars, is they have a 12-hour lithium battery built into it. So it comes with the charger. You charge it up at night, it lasts for 12 hours, and it has a little battery indicator in here. So we've got 3/4 of it still good to go. So you always know how much battery life you have on this, which is a very cool thing to have. So if the battery happens to go out, the regular guitar pickups still work just fine as a regular guitar. But let's go through some of the Variax sounds on here. We'll start with the, let's do the Fender Telecaster. So here's some Tele sounds. Very Tele-ish. Here's another Tele sound. And we have 5 different Tele sounds, and you select them with the pickup selector. On the next one, we have some Strat sounds. This is one of my favorite Strat sounds. Is that out of phase Strat sound. Nice Strat sound. Another Strat sound. Here's a Les Paul. And we have 5 different Les Pauls to choose from. We also have specialty guitars, which are Les Paul Juniors, Les Paul Specials, Melody Makers. We also have rockabilly guitars, all the Gretsch guitars and old Gibson guitars. And then we have unique here is the Rickenbacker sounds. So you have nice Rickenbacker, and now we have a Rickenbacker 12-string. Those are some of the Rickenbacker sounds. We have similar hollow bodies, so we have like the ES335. .335s, different variations of the 335s. Then we have some big jazz box guitars on here. So if you want like that big super. So it's kind of weird playing a guitar, a solid body guitar like that and getting that tone. Doesn't happen normally. One of the other cool things, we have some great acoustic guitar sounds on here. Now, if I like that, I can instantly go here and say, what would that sound like with the drop D tuning? So. Or let's put it in a half step down. Here it is in a whole step down. Here it is in dad tuning. Let's put the acoustic 12 string in dad tuning. So any sound, any tuning that you want, you can design your own tunings as well. We'll get to that in a second. We have some really great resonator sounds. So we have, you know, a national guitar. We have a sitar. Banjos. And then you can design your own sounds. We'll get to the Variax Workbench in a while, but here's some new ones that I've done. This is a mandolin. Make sure I got it in the right tuning here. So you have like mandolin sound. Here we have a bass. And this is a sort of a nylon string classical guitar sound. And a Nashville tuning. If you don't know what a Nashville tuning is, they put in higher gauge strings on the 4th, 5th, and 6th and tune them up an octave higher. So you get don't know what I put there. And oh, this is where did they put it here? This is it. It's an open G tuning on an acoustic guitar sound, so it has that. You can get that good slack key guitar sound out of this, which is really, really cool. So that's a little bit about the new Variax. It's got so many versatile sounds in it, and you can kind of create your own on the Variax Workbench. We'll get to that in a little bit. And one cool thing that I'm going to be showing you in a little bit is the Pod HD 500 controlling the DT50 and controlling the Variax at the same time. So you can program in which Variax setting that you want on every single program on the Pod HD 500, which is kind of unique because you don't have to touch anything on the guitar. You just kind of let it go and press the button that you want, and it will get the setting that you want. And let's kind of show you a little demo on that. So this is a Cat5 cable, which the Variax Workbench, for you Variax users already know that you can use that to go with it. All the new Variax guitars come with the interface, so it's just the Cat5 cable that plugs in here, goes to a little box, and then a USB cable to your computer. And or if you have a Pod HD 500, that also has that built in for the Variax at the same time, which is kind of neat. So make sure I'm in Variax mode. That always helps. There we go. So this is a bunch of tunes I just kind of threw together. I grabbed these backing tracks. Some of them, the last couple ones, are tunes that I wrote that I just took out the guitar solos and vocals and stuff. And you can kind of see all the different sounds I'm going to be using. So it goes really fast. So you're going to see how fast it can change sounds, which I think is one of the most amazing things that this does. Halfway through. Thanks, Mako. So let's kind of take a look at how we did some of this stuff on the Variax guitar. So right now it's kind of sucking out all the songs out of here and it's putting on that, even though I have a backup of all these Variax tones on here. And once that's in there, I'll show you how you can actually design your own sounds from scratch, which is kind of cool. You can take any kind of body style, like if you want a Les Paul style, you want a Strat style, you want an acoustic style. You can set the pickups and design them to be wherever you want or select different type of pickups. Like on that Led Zeppelin tune, he actually had a Dan Electro guitar when he played that live through a JTM 45 Marshall amplifier, and he did it in DADGAD tuning. So that's how it got that really special effect. So I went in there and actually designed a guitar, even though it doesn't have a Dan Electro body, it does have the lipstick tube pickups in it, and I picked the body that sounded as much like it as humanly possible. So let's take a look at that. Silver Dan Electro guitar, so that's what we started off with. So I picked the lipstick tube pickups. You can adjust them and put them wherever you want, and you can adjust the angle, and I can put them both together, put them really close to the bridge if I want. So I'll just smack that right on the bridge. Put that over there, and it changes the sound in real time. This guitar, I still have it in the DADGAD tuning. If I want to change the tuning on this, I can come over here and grab a different preset. Let's see, we didn't load any presets in here. Okay, well I can just design the notes to go wherever I want, so I can make it regular tuning just by moving. See where those red dots are? So I'm moving those up, so it's regular tuning now. If I want, I can make it go up a half step. I'm still playing the same chord. Or I can make it go down wherever you want, or I can build them into chords. So let's build it into like a D, open D tuning. So here we go. That easy. And now if I want, I can just switch body types. Let's go to an acoustic guitar sound on that. And let's see here. Let's do an acoustic dreadnought guitar. There we go. Okay, I'm going to have to re-enable this. There we go. Yes. Here's the other way you can do tunings on this guitar. So let's say I start off with this acoustic guitar and I want to change the tuning on it. All I have to do is push this button in until this light flashes, and I decide at what location I want it to go at. So I'm going to put it in where it says open D there. Now all I have to do, I better do this with the pick, is play each note that I want. See if that turns out. Now here's how I did the bass. This is pretty interesting. I went to just acoustic guitar sound. Let's put it on acoustic. We'll put it back in just standard tuning. Standard tuning. Press this in, so it's flashing here. I'll select another location for it to go. Let's do Res OG, and then I'm going to hit the open strings, which is going to put it an octave lower. Why? Because the 12th fret becomes the nut. Anything you play below it is below it. Anything you play above it, it capos up. So these are the open strings. So it's a 6-string bass, actually. So. So the tuning stays the same. I can change sounds to get different type of bass sounds if I want. There's a. So you get the idea how the tuning works on that. So you can store it in there. You just press it again, and it stores it in that location. It's really simple to do tunings on this. It memorizes it. You take it off. You pack it up. You take the battery out, it doesn't matter, put the battery back in. Those tunings stay the exact same place where they're at every single time.